Oh yeah, Big Willie here once again. Doing more than landscaping, baby. So a couple days ago, went on ahead and picked up a little camper. I'm up here in New Hampshire where, it's live free or die. Everybody live and let live. Everybody just stay out of their way. And you stay out of their way and everybody's fine. That's just how it is. But when you're up here, you can't help but get caught up in lakes, in the mountains, in the snow, and just the general outdoorsy atmosphere, if you know what I mean. So, being outside landscaping is one thing, but, it's a whole different, you know, aspect of life when you start doing things like, just taking hikes for no reason, or climbing, granite slabs of rock for no reason, or, jumping off for 20-foot jumps, or, in the snow when it's, icy cold, or any of those things. You just get caught up. I mean, it's almost like you got to fight it. You got to actively fight it not to get caught up. And what fun is that? Hey, anyway, I digress. Sometimes I get a little wordy. So, anyway, a couple days, picked up this beauty. It's a little converted pop-up. Saw it for sale, sat a few weeks, made an offer, and went on ahead and picked it up. Kind of on the low. It's one of those things where, it was a mutual benefit between the seller and the buyer. So went on ahead and picked this up. See, it got the little pretty tars on it. It's got a little queen bed, microwave, fridge. I'll show you all that stuff. But what I really wanted to tell y'all, and what the message was, is, with a little bit of elbow grease, you can make a lot of things work. So owner said, hey, he got the jacks, but they're frozen. We never used them. And I mean, if you ever been, just on an uneven surface, you want to be balanced, let alone being on a trailer or, seesaw or anything like that. So I went on ahead and, bought a little bit of this, what do they call it? This stuff right here, blaster. It claim it can loosen up anything. And turns out it loosened up all four of these jack stands, that came with the trailer, with the camper. So, I was thinking, hey, let me go ahead and grab some extra jacks. You start digging in the pocket when you don't have to. If you just take a breath sometimes and really assess and think about the situation that you're in, sometimes you can come up with a solution that is, way more better, and way more satisfying. So where the seller said, hey, these are frozen. I mean, you can try to do it. I ain't messing with it. He had portable jack stands. He gave us some jack stands. I wasn't really satisfied with, what I thought was going to be me trying to balance the stability, or putting this trailer in someone else's hands and say, hey, go ahead and use them jack stands. So I went on ahead and grabbed that antifreeze, if you know what I mean. No pun intended, no pun intended. And it looks like we went on ahead and, got these broke free. So the only thing that's missing now, are some pins that would go in any of these holes that are on here, depending on, the contour of the camp or the land that you park this baby on. You just slide a pin in here and keep everything from being all loosey-goosey, if you know what I mean. So first step was getting them free, and they operational. I got one that's a little torn up. You know, the actual base is kind of bent, like it got drug on the road and bent over, but we're gonna make it work. So, you know, look like they're working. I got a little block underneath here because, you know, the ground, I'm getting back to that whole stability and physics of the landscape. You know, it's kind of like golf. You know, you got to read the green. So I got this block here because it's a little dip right here. So the pro tip is take a breath, figure out what the situation really is, and then see what solutions are out there. Not just the first solution, not just the easiest solution, not the quickest solution. See what the appropriate solution could be amongst all the solutions that you come up with. And then you just go ahead and execute.